Hello, my friends, and welcome. This is Kathy speaking. Welcome to Divine Debut. For your March readings, we will be looking at love, finances, and generally speaking, how the month of March will play out for you. We will be extending these readings for more cards, more information, more depth. So you can get all the links beneath this video. All those links that will take you either onto Patreon, where those of you that are on Patreon already know all the extended readings are for free as long as you're a member with us through Patreon. So those of you that are not, do consider joining us as we do so much on Patreon. For those of you that are not on Patreon, you can get the extended readings through my website. Again, the links are all beneath the video. And a very important thing before I go on to the readings, my dear friends, is that please, if you are subscribed and you have pressed that notification bell, maybe unsubscribe and subscribe again. Check that notification bell is pressed, because many of you are not receiving the indication that I have uploaded more videos. All right, so let's go on to the month of March. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment always, as it supports the channel. Thank you so much. Let's go on to the readings. Hello, dear Pisces. Happy birthday, dear Pisces. Happy birthday. Let's see what's going on for you in the month of March. Remember that I will be extending these readings, so let's see what's going on, dear Spirit. You can watch your sun, moon, rising, your Venus, your Mars, and your North Node. Okay, it's a bit much, but you get a lot more details. Of course, depending on where Mars is, which sign is Mars in for the action moving forward. Where is Venus? Which sign? You could have your Venus, let's say your sun is in Pisces and Venus is in Taurus. Watch Taurus for matters of love and money. Your North Node is your fate moving forward. So, okay. Pisces, dear Spirit. Pisces in the month of March of 2022. In the now, we have the Two of Cups. At your foundation is the Ten of Wands. Recent past, the Five of Cups. Crowning you is the Death card. Wow. And the possible outcome for the month is the Six of Pentacles. Beautiful. So there's a huge change. You've got a 10 here at your foundation. A 10 at your foundation, which says it's been really heavy. You're coming from a very heavy place. You've been very busy. You've had a lot that you've been dealing with. Okay, a lot of work, maybe a lot of obligations. Okay, we've got a couple of cards here concerning the water element and Scorpio as well. So something obviously has ended for you, something that was very burdensome pertaining to love. This could be a past love connection, one that's come to an end of a cycle, even if it's not someone new coming into your life. It looks as though this challenging period has ended for you. In the now position, you've got the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups, which is, wow. Two of Cups is like an equal giving and receiving. We see that there's been an imbalance in the past. So you've been mourning pertaining to something that went wrong, something that you've been dealing with on an imbalance pertaining to a love connection. We've got two cards of balance here. Now, you can be dealing with a Scorpio more than likely. We've also got the Five of Swords at the foundation well, it's not the foundation, it's the general energy. Five of Swords is other people being in your business as well. Now, this could also be, it could be in relation to a partnership pertaining to work where you're going through some form of a change. The news is really good here because, yes, you are mourning something that was really difficult pertaining to the past, but you've obviously, or you're putting something to rest. The Death card is an ending. It's a transformative energy where it's as though a cycle is closing up. This is what you're thinking and this is what you're hoping. An ending to a difficult chapter is here, and finding your footing pertaining to a relationship. It could also be, doesn't have to be a romantic only. It's two people that are able to be on the same level and be in good sync with each other. And the Six of Pentacles is obviously a card of balance. It's generosity, it's giving back where there's been no giving, there's been no fairness in a certain situation here. And we also see here that there's other people involved. There's a lot of conflict here, maybe even a breakup in the past pertaining to a relationship which has been going through a challenging cycle. But I see that it's looking really good with this Six of Pentacles as the possible outcome. Let's take more cards. I want to, this is the Good Tarot, which I'm looking into business and money. So more about your security, not so much about love. We will be using the Psychic Tarot for the Heart to look more into love. And let's see what's going on for Pisces pertaining to money and finances, business as well. For Pisces in the month of March. So around their solar return, dear Spirit, what's important for Pisces to know? What's going on for Pisces in March? So we have the Six of Swords. We have the Page of Swords. So a lot to do with communications, maybe even legalities. And we have Patience, which is Temperance. Okay, so we know it's all happening in divine timing. Spirit is helping things along for you. There's also a lot of communication and the possibility to leave anything that was challenging. You do have the Five of Swords and the Six of Swords here. Some of you could also be doing a lot of work. It's like you're redoing things pertaining to business, where there's been a chapter that was really heavy, and maybe there's an idea here. There's some sort of decisions that have been made pertaining to maybe even expanding your business to other, through the web, right? Through the internet, expanding to other countries, which is Temperance here. And the Page of Swords is all about, learning. Maybe some of you are also needing to further some knowledge, okay, so that you could, because you're turning a difficult corner pertaining to business and money. It looks like you're in the situation where you're more looking at things, studying things, having communications pertaining what you need to do to come into a more fruitful situation. And with the Six of Pentacles here, right, this is really good. Six of Pentacles is generosity. This could also speak to bringing, new business deals, bringing a new partner on board. Maybe even this could be money coming through from other sources. Maybe you're investing more in this business venture, which is going to bring you a lot of abundance. Sagittarius, right? Temperance. which does speak to, of course, healing, coming into sync and balance and fairness. But remember, it's the Jupiter card, and Jupiter is transiting through your sign. So it's very, very interesting. Let's look at love, matters of love for you. For Pisces, dear Spirit, Pisces. And I feel that a lot is going to be cleared. A lot is going to be more clear because the Page of Swords is a student. Six of Swords is, you know, moving to calmer waters where there's been a lot of competitive energies here. And Spirit is saying be patient. You've been going through a difficult learning curve. Maybe some of you are also seeking wisdom from someone, a professional, that can help you out. Let's see what's going on in love for Pisces in the month of March. Love for Pisces in March. We have a Sacral Chakra. This is the second chakra. This has got to do with a very strong sexual desire. And we've got the World card, and the World card can speak to a major chapter ending very successfully. Okay, remember that the Sacral Chakra is a very important chakra. It's all about your sexuality, what makes you feel good, right? So this could also speak to a connection that is going, you know, stepping up, pertaining to a deep connection, right? Sexuality is all about production, reproducing. And the World card being, you know, it says embracing a very deep connection. Okay, this could also speak to a connection where you may be at a physical distance with someone. I mean, the World card could also say that you could be dealing with someone that is from a different part of the world, but where matters of heart are concerned, you're on the same page. And we've got the Ace of Swords, beautiful. And we've got the butterfly, a butterfly here, and this is a card of success as well. Remember, it's a card of victory, the Ace of Swords. This is good communication. This is like having some sort of a truth or going deep, emotionally connecting very deeply on a physical level, as well as on an intuitive mind level. So having good communication. Now, the Ace of Swords can also speak to, because with the World card here, where there's been no deep depth in your connection, some of you could be ending and starting something new with the Ace of Swords. So it's like an ending and a new beginning here, where you're connecting with someone on a much more deeper level, okay? And because of the Five of Swords here, which is other people being in your business, other people involved, or a third person, it could speak to, yes, an ending, letting go of the challenges, the maybe even self-doubt pertaining to being able to have a deep and transformative connection where there has been no depth. It looks like you might be putting an end to a certain relationship here. Let's see what's at the bottom here. We've got the Two of Pentacles, so there is a choice here that some of you could be making. Let's see what the Karma Dharma is. I will take one more layer of tarot on the spread here. What's the Karma Dharma for Pisces in the month of March? Now, in the extended, I will be taking the Lenormand on each position here to see, you know, more details pertaining to these cards, these messages here. So for Pisces in March, thank you, dear Spirit. And we've got Temperance again. So Temperance does speak to balance, calmness, healing. It also speaks to holding on to the faith. You may also be going through an awakening, a spiritual sort of alignment concerning anything magical that is going to play out possibly in your life in March. Remember that Jupiter, which rules temperance, Sagittarius, Jupiter is moving through your sign. So Jupiter is very bountiful and very much about manifestation, seeing the truth. Jupiter does speak to wisdom where there's been a lack of understanding or illusions, because Neptune can speak to illusion, but it can also speak to the ability to have magic play out for you at this time. You've got the ability to create what it is that you've been hoping for, and that is absolutely beautiful. I will also be taking in the extended the Mystic Moon Oracles, looking deeper into love, and the How deck, which is signs and symbols that will give us a lot more information. Let's see what's going on in the now with that Two of Cups. We have the Ace of Swords, beautiful. So victory is yours. You're coming into some sort of truth. As well as that, those of you that were not in sync and not where there was no equal giving and receiving, you could be severing ties with, and I said, I mean, we do have some earth here. We've got all the elements. All the elements are here. Scorpio is very, very strong. Sagittarius as well. But also I'm going to say Leo, Aquarius, Taurus and Scorpio, very strong energies in your reading as well. Let's see what this weight is pertaining to the past. Remember, this is an ending and a possible new beginning, seeing the light. Okay, there's also Ace of Wands. It's the ability to start a new project, a new beginning. And we've got the Star, so there is Aquarius. Something that was very burdensome pertaining to the past that you've put maybe to rest. Possibly it was all about timing. It was something that was at a distance, physical or timely distance. I mean, remember that the Star being the card of hope as well as communication, maybe, and that is also communication through the internet. It can speak to friendships as well, but difficult communications, maybe also the physical distance, because the Star is usually something that is far away from you. Let's see. Those of you that have been working really hard towards your fame, right? Getting yourself out there, getting your name known. This is the position of the root. So it's for some of you, maybe not all hope is lost, as there's a new chapter opening up where there's more ability to receive. This is like a very Karma Dharma card, which says it's time for you to receive, because you've already loved, you've been compassionate, you've given so much out there. It's time for you to receive now. Let's look at that Five of Cups. We've got the Ten of Pentacles, so it could be in relation to your abundance, matters of family, the ability to feel safe and secure financially, but also anything to do with marriage, traditions. Remember that tens always speak to restarts. So this is like closing up a chapter and starting something that will be certainly something stable and long-term. It is the Ace of Pentacles in actual fact. So this is like changing the way you're seeing things, letting go, detaching from the past, and now looking towards your future, a brighter future, a more stable and promising future. What's that Death card? Crowning you. Wow. And we've got the Tower. So there is a major shift and a big ending. Okay, this is an awakening where something needs to be shed. Something seriously is going through a transformation. We've got Mars and Pluto there. Mars and Pluto, both malefic, difficult energies, but very promising on the ability to, first of all, dig deep. Scorpio is all about depth. It's all about secrecy. It's the ability to connect on a very deep level. As I was saying, where there's been no depth, no truth as well, this is like a major shift. So you're on your mind is a big change. This is what maybe you're hoping for. So if you've been in a relationship where there's been no, or a partnership, whatever this relationship is it a friendship? Is it family? Is it anyone that's you're connected to through family? This is a major change, and you're probably hoping for that. This is what you're striving towards, a new beginning and being on more of an equal ground. Let's look at that Six of Pentacles. And we've got the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is all about movement, right? Communications, messages of love, taking action, taking flight, not being stuck. And I feel that Tower is there to, sort of move you away from the past. This is like you opening up a new chapter in your life. It's like a restart that's happening for you, dear Pisces. And you've had to be very patient. And you've been working really hard. You've been doing your homework, right? You are leaving difficulties, challenges, and doubts in the past. Let's look at that Five of Swords, because that's not your energy. That is nowhere near your energy. You have been dealing with someone that's been very challenging, someone maybe who uses very harsh words, someone that's playing mind games as well with you. We've got the Eight of Pentacles, so it's more than likely situated around work. It could be pertaining to your finances. Yes, this could be where business is concerned, as I said. A big change here. Eight of Pentacles does speak to abundance. It's also the ability to be able to read between the lines. It's the Virgo card. So, on another level pertaining to relationships, because Virgo is right opposite you, dear Pisces. Those of you that are Pisces rising especially, this is someone putting in the effort pertaining to relationships. This is relationships with other people. It doesn't have to be only romantic, right? But the power is within you. The power is in your hands now, with Jupiter transiting through your sign, and it's your solar return. So the sun coming back to you, going through your solar return, is obviously it's your birthday, but and I'm going to say this solar return, your year ahead, this birthday of yours till your next birthday is going to be very, very lucky and very much about manifestation and expansion, having the ability to make things right, as well as that justice comes back to you. Where there's been injustices, where there's been a lot of lack of clarity and deception, the strength is within you, dear Pisces. Okay, and luck is on your side, very certainly. Your whole year, especially those of you that are born around about the beginning of March. So I would say roughly from the 1st of March, 2nd of March, till roughly even the 5th of March, 6th of March, those of you have got a lot of luck that will be, you'll be shown it, no doubt, with Jupiter transiting and, the Sun and Jupiter joining, which is the best the best thing ever, speaking astrologically. So that is lovely. That is really lovely to see. I'd like to take an energy oracle card. Some of you could be leaving an Aquarius behind. We've got strong Aquarius. We've got maybe some Gemini as well. Let's see what the message is for Pisces in the month of March. What is the advice, dear Spirit? And we have the Temple Path. And that is a card of, you know, a new pathway that is opening. A new pathway which is very spiritually inclined. Some of you are going through a spiritual awakening as well through the challenges. But it's all very promising with the Temple Path, my dear friends. It is a 12. So it does say 12 is the hanging man. 12 is also, it's like, and Pisces, right? Which is a chapter, major chapter, a karmic chapter in your life that is ending, and that's why you've felt imprisoned. You felt as though there were lots of blockages, and this has maybe brought on an awakening for you. Now it's either you or the person that you're dealing with. I do see Pisces, the hanging man, is very sacrificial, very sacrificing. I do feel that good karma is coming back for you. For you. This is Spirit giving back to you. With that Six of Pentacles, this can be a payback. This can be manifestation on a practical level. So maybe even anything to do with your stability, your finances as well. So the Temple Path, this could also be a spiritual connection. For some of you, maybe someone was not awake in the past. Maybe they've been going through a tower moment, and maybe you've been patient and waiting for their awakening. Remember what the Sagittarius here, Temperance, speaks to patience, as someone is going to have their clarity, okay, pertaining to maybe what they believed in and what they now believe in. Anyway, dear Pisces, thank you for joining me. I'll be taking more cards on the extended. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. And for those of you that are coming onto the extended, I will see you there. Love and light, dear Pisces.